Pleasant good morning to each and everyone. As we're here this morning to have a brief press conference for the Rams Relay Championship for the primary schools this Sunday, 15th. And before we begin, we'll open it with a word of prayer. We will ask our General Secretary for St. League's Athletics to open us up in a word of prayer.
Father God, I want to give you thanks for today. I want to give you thanks for this gathering. Even though small, it's very meaningful for the first ever Rams Relay Championship. We ask that you receive it so well and all of them in your favor. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Thank you, Minister Bacchus. And as we proceed, we will then continue with the National Anthem, which will be done by Ms. Janae Thompson. Sunday is going to be a blast. Thank you so much, Janae, for that wonderful rendition of the National Anthem. We'll then move on with the agenda with some opening remarks from the chairman of the LOC, which is myself. Good morning once again to everyone. My name is Francis Blake, an executive of St. League's Athletics, whom was promoted to being the chairman for the local organizing committee for the first ever Rams Relay Championships for the primary school. Let me thus welcome all on the head table. We have Mr. Delwyn Delaney, the St. League's Athletics president. We have with us as well Mr. Amir Sabani. He's from Rams, which is the sponsor, the platinum sponsor for the Relay Championships this Sunday. We have Miss Marquisa O'Loughlin, who's from the First Federal Credit Union. And then we have with us as well Mr. Delroy Sadler, who's the Games Secretary for St. League's Athletics. I would like to also welcome all the media houses present and other executive members such as Ms. Clyde Gilbert, the Assistant General Secretary Treasurer, Ms. Ashley Phillip, the Women's Representative, and Mr. Damon Bacchus, the General Secretary for St. League's Athletics. The Relay Championship is the first of its kind, and on the 15th of May, starting at 1 p.m., everyone will be able to see 20 primary schools vie for the coveted title of the Primary Relay Champs. What is even more special is the participation of 4 schools out of Nevis, which are the Charleston Primary School, the Ivy Walters Primary School, the Joycelyn Lambert Primary School, and the St. Thomas's Primary School. The team of the St. Nevis LOC have been working really hard to see the success of this championship as it explores the talent of our young children within the sport of track and field, for it is a way to build great leaders. Thank you. We'll now move on to some remarks from the president of St. Nevis Athletics, and let's all welcome Mr. Delwyn Delaney.
Thank you, Chairperson, Mr. Denver Blake. Again, I want to welcome all the media houses listening, assisting us in today's press conference. The head table permit me to adopt the protocol that has been so ably established by the chairperson. I'm just elated, excited about this weekend. I wish tomorrow was Sunday, and I wish not only that tomorrow was Sunday, I wish we were at 1:29 p.m. on Sunday, because I know the championship is going to be a great one that kicks off at 11:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. sorry. We have a grand performance awaiting all of us come Sunday, 15th of May 2022 at the Kim Collins Stadium, with over 20 schools and nearly 600 athletes participating with a non-stop action. I made a reference to, oftentimes we hear spectators stating that they can't wait until the relays start, or they can't wait till it's relay time. Well, for a whole afternoon, an entire afternoon, we have non-stop relay action from the under 9 categories up to the under 13. I won't get too much into detail as it relates to the meet itself, because I leave that for the game secretary, but I just want to say, come on out this Sunday. Tickets are going extremely fast, and both on the Nevis end and the St. Kitts end, there are just a handful left as it relates to the Kim Collins Stadium. But don't fear, you can pay and enter on the day. You can $5 for children under 12, $15 for anywhere on the grounds. So come on out with your friends, your families. I want to implore as well on the fan base. Come with your noisemakers. Come ready to cheer and get loud, as well as wear your school colors. Show that school pride for all the schools that will be participating. At the end of the day, we are all winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Delaney. As we continue, we will now have some remarks from the sponsor of the meeting, which is Rams Trading Limited. And so we'll now hand over the mic to Mr. O'Neill.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me here. My name is Amir Sabnani. We're not the only sponsors of the event. We have Marquisa here as well from First Federal. Super excited to sponsor this meet. I think the itinerary of the day is going to be really exciting, as Delwyn said, all relays. So I don't think it's something that anybody would want to miss, because the itinerary is truly action-packed. In talking to Delwyn, I think there's going to be some really interesting races to come out and watch as well. I think you're going to have mixed gender races where you have boys and girls in the same race, which could be quite exciting. I would love to come out and watch that myself. From a sponsor perspective, continuously committed to working with youth and sport. really feel that it's an important part of our societal growth and something we all as responsible corporate citizens need to take more seriously. And Rams has been on board with this since 1935, and we continue to stay committed to this primary school meet. Well done on getting it organized and sorted in such a short period of time. 600 athletes, truly commendable. Really looking forward to Sunday. Thanks again.
And now, we're going to move to one of our biggest sponsors. It's our corporate sponsor, which is the first federal credit union. And we're going to hand it over now to Ms. Olakun.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Francis Blake. Yes, my name is Ms. Olakun. I'm from the First Federal Credit Union, and we are so excited to sponsor the first ever Rams Primary School Relay Championship. This sponsorship comes at a time where I believe people were highly anticipating a sports season coming out of our lockdowns. So we're excited to be outside again with you, and I'm encouraging the general public to come out and support the children. We are happy to support children as well as the general overall strategic agenda for athletics in St. Kitts and Nevis. As Mr. Francis Blake so rightly said, we are the official corporate sponsors of SK Athletics. So our sponsorship extends beyond this meet. It extends generally to the development of all of our athletes, young, old, in between. And so we're proud to not only be associated with SK Athletics, but yet to come on and sponsor as well in partnership with Ram Supermarket on what we know to be one of the most exciting meets to come in St. Kitts and Nevis. So thanks again for the opportunity, and we're going to continue to support and provide our sponsorship to athletics in St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lockman. Now, we're going to go to a very, very special somebody, because they're going to be talking about the events on the day, which is the 15th of May. They're going to give you information on what to expect on the day of the event, give you some ideas on some of the head officials as well for the meet. And so now we're going to hand it over to our Games Secretary, Mr. Delroy Sadler.
Allow me to adopt the protocol that has been established. I'm truly excited about this coming Sunday. I think it's going to be big, and I think it's going to be one of the best meets that we ever put up. Planning this meet was not an easy task, and in a short space of time, to do what we did, it's really commendable, and I really want to commend the games committee, and I want to commend the association, the executive, for the work that they have put into put out this meet. On Sunday we're going to have a number of events, a total of 43. We have 4x1s, we have 4x2s, we have the mix 4x4, and then we have a medley spin medley. The categories we have the under 9 boys and girls, under 11 boys and girls, and we have the under 14 boys and girls. We have about 20 schools registered, with 4 coming out of Nevis. Again, this is something new. We never had a primary championship in St. Kitts with St. Kitts and Nevis school, So I'm really looking forward for those participants from Nevis coming out, and competing at high levels. This is the first, but I'm telling you, this will not be the last. It definitely will not be the last. So we're all going to be here, and we're going to expect some great things. Again, it's really, and everybody like hype, come out and be here with us.
director on the day of the event. I am the day of the event as well. And so we have a huge task ahead of us because we will be leading a set of officials within the arena to perform to the fullest when it comes to executing each task and role, following the rules and guidelines that govern the sport, so that all schools can feel that they were fairly treated well and there was no biasness whatsoever. And I think that is one of our goals, especially when you are certified from World Athletics. You want to ensure that your reputation is upheld, and I think our women's rep can attest to that, Ms. Ajali. She's also one of our certified officials, and we have even our assistant general secretary treasurer who is certified as well by World Athletics. And so we have some really capable people at hand to ensure the children are well taken care of for this meet on Sunday. Now we're going to open up for some questions from the media.
Okay, just two questions basically. Will this become a permanent feature in the SKN Athletics and school sports schedule?
I will hand this over to the president.
The short answer is yes. We have exceeded our expectations as it relates to the athletes, the coaches, the schools jumping on board as it relates to this meet. So again, the short answer is yes, and we're definitely looking to do it bigger and better each time out. Thanks.
Okay, this question is for Rams. Hi. One short question.
The only reason Rams Primary School Championships hasn't continued over the last year is due to the COVID protocols. As long as the organizing committee and the executive continue to foster and organize the meets, we remain committed to supporting them.
How many persons are you expecting this Sunday?
Call, right? I can't put an exact figure as to what the crowd will look like, but I can say from the ticket sales as it relates to the Kim Collins Stadium, today is only, this is Friday, and we probably have about less than 20 tickets available. Less than 20 tickets available for the Kim Collins stand. So that gives you a clear indication as to the interest of persons and spectators and the value persons are seen in this meet. And so we expect as well persons to come through the gates in their twos and threes, the families. It's a family outing to see their loved ones, their children come out and participate in the meet. Again, children under 12, is $5, and for the grounds is $10. I mean, $10. If you check your pockets right now, you probably will find a $10 that you don't know is lying there. So $10 is very, very affordable for the type of performance that you expect to see this Sunday. We have giveaways, we have entertainment, we have live DJ, we have the works. It's almost like a prelude to the music festival come Sunday. Believe me. Can I get a wow?
The same question I asked Mr. Rams. Will Rams Primary School Championship next year?
Yes. Sorry. Well, yes, they definitely. Testing. Yeah, definitely. We will continue the Rams Primary Championship. So what you will see next year, hopefully, is the Rams Relay Championship as well as the Rams Primary School Championship. So this is by no means is replacing the Rams Championship. So we want to encourage more participation, more championships, more opportunities for track and field here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I want to say that Rams, we want to thank Rams for their continued support. I think it's over what, 20 something years now? Over 20 years support.
It was so the history of the meet.
No.
Just to give a little brief history and overview. Is this still working?
This is the primary one.
Oh, just to give a little brief, so we don't need this, we can just talk. So this was just it's a style, okay. No, just to give a little, brief history on the meet. The meet started, I'm 33 years old, and I remember the meet when I was in primary school. So I went to George Moody Stewart School, and that would have been 30 years ago. I think we start kindergarten at 3 or 4. Meet going on since then as the Milo meet, the Nestle Milo meet. So it started as the Milo meet, and then eventually became the Rams Primary School meet. So a lot of people would know it from back then as the Milo meet. In terms of years, I think it's actually probably in the 30 range. 30 years plus and not 20, but I stand to be corrected.
Any more questions? So I would love to ask one question, but this is to First Federal. So, as you have came aboard St. Kitts Athletics as the corporate sponsor, I just wanted to know your continued support when it comes to even more events as it relates to especially the young children, because sometimes we focus too much on the adults and not the children. I think we need more events to really bring the children out and to showcase their talents and gifts, because this can lead to many opportunities as they go up as it comes to scholarships, going overseas, representing the federation at a high level, in which it could also propel the ministry to help push more into the sport, because track and field honestly is one of the greatest sports in the federation, and it helps to push. I think it's like 20 plus athletes went away last year alone, as if highest we've ever had in the federation. Exactly. And so we want to know, what is your task now in helping to push these children to another level?
Thank you. Fantastic question. And I must say, coming on board with SKN Athletics, it's something that was a no-brainer for us. It's something that it easily aligned with what we are trying to achieve at First Federal Credit Union. We share a similar history where we actually were rebranded FND from FND. So when with that rebrand came a new vision, a new mission, and it just so happened that around the same time you experienced something similar where you had a new vision, you had a new mission, and you were ready to propel SKN Athletics into a next level. We also share that vision, we align with you, and supporting ad hoc events as they come along. We actually were quite impressed in, no less to say that our sponsorship began in February 2020, and the lockdowns came in March. And we did not let that deter us. We continued to support because we still saw tremendous value, and we saw the effort that SKN Athletics continued to put out in terms of engaging the community even on a virtual level. So 2 years onward, as a matter of fact, our sponsorship, so to speak, would have expired this year. Yes, because it's a 2-year rolling initiative, but I'm telling you that we're going to not only commit to ending this year, but this contract will be renewed into a next 2-year term. So, we're happy, as I said, we're happy to be outside again So now that we can see the tremendous value that we expect our corporate sponsorship to bring to not just towards us as corporate citizens, but children and youth of St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you.
Also, I want to remind the general public to go on out to shop and support Whammies Trading Limited, and also to get an account open up even today at First Federal Corporation.
Yes.
You will not be dissatisfied in any way, trust me. And so now we'll hand over to Mr. Delaney, who's going to give us some closing remarks.
Hi, good morning, good day again. So in closing, I just want to again thank the Rams group of companies for joining us yet again for another primary school championship. We want to thank First Federal for their commitment and continued commitment. Great news coming from Mr. Lachlan as it relates to the additional or the ongoing partnership and relationship with SKN Athletics. We are forever grateful for that. To the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Sports for their involvement as well. To the coaches, the officials, the administrators within the various schools, we say a hearty thank you. I want to also specially thank the schools, the 4 schools mentioned that are coming out of Nevis. And when we hear that the schools are coming out of Nevis, or at least are coming out of Nevis, we're not talking about a handful. They have really committed, and we have over 100 athletes that will be coming out of 4 schools in Nevis. And I think that is commendable. I want to also thank the Ministry of Education in Nevis as well for ably sponsoring and giving up themselves and their time towards this event. I just want to, in closing, invite everyone on out to this prestigious, for the first time ever, the SKN Athletics Rams Relay Primary School Championship. There can only be one first. Many persons maybe down the line where after we are gone may do it over, but there can be only one first. Yep. And right here, we are the first. We are the trendsetters, right? And so anything comes after, they have to mimic after what we are doing here come Sunday. It's going to be a grand time. It's going to be an exciting time. I mean, relays. You can't get enough of relays. You don't know what to expect when it comes to relays, and you don't know what to expect when it comes to children and kids. Maybe they might run past the finish line, maybe they might run and turn the wrong way. We don't know what to expect. And that is the exciting part of track and field, and that is the exciting part of this championship. So again, I appeal to the general public, come on out in your colors, come on out and support the young athletes as they compete over this weekend. And remember, they are all winners. So not because you might not have someone in the race, cheer them on. They are our children. They are our athletes at the end of the day. So again, see you on Sunday. $5 on the 12 gets you in on the grounds. $10 gets you in on the grounds. And when I speak of the grounds, I mean on the grounds are the metal stands. There are only a few tickets left for the Kim Collins Stadium. I mean, get them while they last. I know by the time I finish my sentence, they might be all over. But again, we expect you to come on out in your numbers and support the kids this weekend. So again, thank you very much. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got the pictures, SKNS?